fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They feed him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block with the lead.
He is smashing people. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's McLeod. Good, solid pickup there, now they can... With a first down at the 31.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on the first drive of the game is working in one direction.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. Just take a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where this guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away, underscoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And now this offense will take the field again. He'll start this drive firing. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up and take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to kick and kick and kick until you find that play or that scheme that you can.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that side.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there.
Is incomplete.
This defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Royals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Oh, what a move! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage. That's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barber. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The back goes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Just gets it to the 28, pick up a 1.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You got to be impressed with this. multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in down. Again, the Royals will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man, it's Barber. Fires left. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but
job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Just masterful working that.
So many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front, creating the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line, and it makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Now to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Unleashes quickly on the slant. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Royals come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
He talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about guys, he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, and you just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB... As a Hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time I've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. The Royals line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go there.
Just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapon. On the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Catch in the middle, it's Hall.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And the Royals will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Running with power. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Barber. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points. Henry's
He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense. Slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone, he catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important to play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you got to do a better job. Run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets in as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
This running back just doesn't go down easy, but it's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just...
He's off to the races. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! There. Number 1. Call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible as he'll make it happen.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The hand to the running back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And the Golden Gophers get it past the sticks.
As a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the...
After the filthy move, he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point... and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Minnesota 56, Royals 0.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've done your...
And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Beebe. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Keeps the legs moving. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Royals will punt this one away. They bring the punter onto the field now. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the running back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.